What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Salute to everyone tuning in. I want to talk about Marvin Gaye III. He is the son of Marvin Gaye, the legendary singer. And he was married. Well, I was saying was because he was married to this particular female, Wendy. It doesn't say when they got married, but apparently he's filing for divorce after she accused him of domestic violence. Okay. So I think that when that situation happened, when he was accused of putting hands on her, that was the end of the relationship. As a matter of fact, the date of separation was when that particular incident happened. I don't know if he felt like she betrayed him or he felt like it was a toxic situation, because obviously he's getting out of there. He's getting out of there. Now, maybe he felt like he just couldn't do it anymore because his actions are the actions of a man that has had enough. Now, I don't know if he really put hands on her or not. According, these are allegations made by her, but I find it interesting how he's divorcing her and she's not divorcing him. If somebody, was putting hands on you the way that she's claiming, then, why are you staying with them? That's one of the things. That's one of the questions I would ask. You're staying with the guy who you're accusing of these particular things. Like, you stay with them. But he was like, no, we pretty much separated when that situation happened and I'm out of there. It's almost like he had a brush with the law and he said, you know what, no more. And that's what most men need to do, especially when you have the name Marvin Gaye. You don't want to bring a lot of like shame and like craziness to that. If you're in a toxic relationship, this could have been a dysfunctional relationship for all we know. And he just said enough and he's filing for divorce. Because I'm telling you right now, it's very rare for men to file divorce. A lot of times men are not going to file divorces. Men are going to stick it out as much as they can. But he couldn't do it. He said, you know what? I'm out of here, which lets me know that it was probably a relationship that had a lot going on there that we didn't know, of course. But when a man is accused of putting his hands on a woman, everybody's going to side with that woman. Not a lot of people are going to side with that man because he's guilty until proven innocent. So let's get into this. It says Marvin Gaye III is waving the white flag on his marriage, filing for divorce just 2 months after he was arrested for allegedly pointing a weapon at his wife. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Marvin Gaye's son beelined it to court Wednesday and filed for divorce from his wife, Wendy Gaye. Marvin lists the date of separation as January 12th, which is interesting because it's the same date as his domestic dispute arrest. TMZ broke the story. Marvin allegedly physically put hands on his wife and cousin during a January 12th argument inside his Calabasas home. Remember, Wendy later got a restraining order against her husband after claiming he grabbed her by the neck and lifted her off the ground before her cousin intervened, only for Marvin to begin physically attacking both women. Wendy says Marvin III pointed a weapon at them. And again, he did all this. But he didn't file for divorce. That's the one thing that I'm really like, and I'm saying to myself, if he did all this to you as a woman, why is he the one filing for divorce? Why is he the one leaving the marriage? He's listing the date of separation, January 12th, when he was accused of all these different things by you. Is it because he feels like, he doesn't want to get any more trouble and he feels like you're going to get him in trouble? Does he feel like you lied on him? I'm just very interesting because I see women get into these domestic situations and it takes them so much to leave. But Marvin said he left the day that situation happened and he filed for divorce, but he's the abuser. That's something that you got to look at. If this guy is doing all these different things that she's claiming, why is he the one leaving the marriage, not her? You would think if this man is putting hands on you, you have women that will be the ones who are leaving the marriage, but no, he's the one that's leaving the marriage. I think that's an overlooked aspect of these when men get allegations. Why do these women stay? They'll say, well, the man is forcing them. The man is he's trying to force her to stay in a relationship. But here you got Marvin that's divorcing her because he couldn't take it anymore. A day later, Marvin turned himself in and was booked on 2 charges: felony assault with a deadly weapon and misdemeanor domestic violence. He posted a $50,000 bond and was released. In the docs, Marvin is going with the usual irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split, and he's asking to block the court's ability to award Wendy spousal support. They did not have any children, so no issue there. Yeah, I think the fact that he doesn't have any children with her helps him too, because she can't get any support out of him. And, she probably makes money doing whatever she's doing. I don't know what she does. But the fact that he doesn't have to pay her child support ever. And he's like, well, she shouldn't get spousal support either. It's worth noting Marvin doesn't specify the date of marriage in the docs. He just put to be decided. Well, I think what is to be decided is the fact that it's a good thing he got out of this marriage. As the son of Marvin Gaye and sort of the heir to his legacy, I think that, staying out of trouble with your woman is the best thing that you could possibly do. And this woman clearly has brought out the worst in him, because again, he's the one filing for divorce, not her, even though she was considered the victim. So we have to we can't overlook that aspect. Some people are going to overlook that and still try to make it seem like he's the bad guy. Like I said, I don't know much of Marvin Gaye III. I just know that he's in a situation where he married this woman. I don't know how long. They've probably been married for a while. They didn't have any children together. This might have been like a marriage of just 2 people who are cool with each other, but they probably don't get along. And we know when people get married for the wrong reasons or just because they're comfortable with each other, that doesn't always mean that it's going to work out, because there's going to be some problems there. And a lot of men got to understand this. Sometimes marriage isn't the answer. There's nothing wrong with being a bachelor. There's nothing wrong with just being single. You can get you like a long-term girlfriend. All these. And what's funny to me? Now, I don't know of Wendy's political leanings. I really don't. Or Marvin Gaye III's. But I notice a lot of women who are more liberal leaning, they love the whole marriage and monogamy, but they themselves are more liberal and quote unquote modern. They're more modern and liberal. They believe in more than 2 genders. But when it comes to marriage, they want a traditional lifestyle. But they're not traditional people. That's why I say the majority of these women are not wife material. It don't matter if they're older. It don't matter if they're younger women in their prime. A lot of these women are just not wife material, because society has altered how men and women interact with each other. So when you're out here marrying women and you're not getting along with them, which is what it seems like again, he's filing for divorce, which lets you know everything that you need to know about this marriage. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.